pre-watched, I will cap to the fact that I looked at Gage's deck. I had to know. I'm sorry. I was too weak. I had to know. If you're unfamiliar, we have on the Discord a channel where people talk frequently about what's going on, and a person who features pretty consistently in that is I Wish I Was Dead. Now, I Wish I Was Dead has been the mastermind behind this series for a fair amount of time, foisting all types of excellent decks on Gage, most recently the really powerful Karakori strategy, but I'm so happy to say he's come through again, and Alex posted this. This deck is legal? The newest episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression Series 2 is live one day early on Patreon. So people were talking about this in the Discord, and they said, I was busy wondering if I could, and never considered if I should. Followed by, wow. Not saying anything beyond, this is one of the worst episodes across both series. Gage diving into chaos for months straight was better than this. What a waste of everybody's time. So you can't just type those words and expect me not to get hype about this. And after seeing Gage's deck, I have to say, I could not be happier with where this has ended up. We're all going to go on this together. I'm sure you have memes for me. Let's make it happen.
Previously.
How about a torrential?
Oh, Alex, you are so naive, bro.
On Progression Series Season 2.
Oh, Gage, you are so nice.
I vividly remember.
Really, I've lost. That's interesting that you say that.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Oh,
that
wow.
you
Okay.
say that.
I do.
Is it time for a different deck?
All right.
Every time.
In this series,
Are we going to play Bad Vayu or Bad Chaos Monarch once again? We'll see. So Big Panda 64 says we've been building this deck for months. Having seen the deck, I can confirm, if you watched any of I Wish I Was Dead's stuff from the subathon when they did like modcast after hours shit, or if you've ever caught them in VC testing, they've been tinkering with this deck, and it has finally come time to unleash it upon the world.
However, in each episode,
so
we will
excited.
open another box of the next set that was released, moving in chronological order, constantly upgrading our decks before dueling each other at the end of each episode.
But this time around, we'll be sucking, we'll be fucking, and you'll be cucking.
Plenty of other fun surprises that you'll just have to watch to find out.
This is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression Series Season 2. Abyss Rising.
If you want 5% off any singles or sealed product, click the affiliate links in the description. And
Vortex, thank you for the $1 In this, today I would access all of our fallen Americans who fell in the civil... Oh, no! Fuck, my little thing isn't working. Hold up. Let me see if I can open it back up and make it work. If not, I'll just go to Streamlabs. It's not working! Oh, yes, it is. Today, I would like to honor all of our fallen Americans who fell in the Civil War against the damn anti-5%er. Those who think Thinker can steal my money and pride and my goddamn singles and seals.
CMO5. And clicking the TCG Player affiliate link before you shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content.
Had a pretty exciting win over Alex last.
We are currently 3 games away from a tie series. 3 games away. Now, we should be fucking 1 game away.
Last week with the Karakuris, I was very excited to be able to whip out that deck as it's one of my all-time favorites. We just needed to have Alex's burrito to put it all together, right? I'm
sorry I cannot keep coping. Rescue Ace is mid. We're going to be doing a tier list after this, but unfortunately, Half Miss, you are completely
correct.
correct.
To take that deck for a spin, but let's move on to something else. Today is a very exciting set today, too. It is Abyss Rising. A lot of really cool water archetypes released in this set here. I'm excited for
so this is actually a pretty interesting set.
I hope I get something banging from it. Please, anything good? We got really lucky with the Snatch Deal last time, so I'll take most anything. Of course, like the Starlights and stuff, but... Oh! 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 Ooh, that's so cool. Oh my god, Chad, you have... no idea how actually crazy that is. So for my pick, I'm between two things. Our first option is something that I've talked a little bit about, and that's wind-up Zen mains. Of course, one of the best ranked threes of all time, released at a time where it just wasn't easy to deal with. There's only 2 printings of this card: Photon Shockwave, and then the Collector's Tin, which we don't have a chance to open to in Progression Series. So we don't have any other shot.
Yeah, I mean, but like, come on, this card is so boring.
I actually don't have many other options to get Foolish Burial until way later in the game. It looks like our next stab at Foolish Burial doesn't look like it comes till Premium Gold, Return of the Bling. But it should be pretty much guaranteed once we get to that point, right? I should probably just... yeah, it's probably right. I'm going to take the wind-up Zen mains because this card is just so powerful in this
That's
era.
fine, whatever.
I feel like if I can throw it into a deck, it'll make it just instantly better.
Should have gotten Beret. Yeah. The problem is it's so easy to ban out.
So we can definitely make good use of this card. Might not tie into the strategy that I have planned today, but for the future, I just feel like there's no better choice. We'll take wind-up Zen mains. I'm going to put it in the collection. Sick. I'll let Alex tell you all about Abyss Rising this week. Go ahead, Alex.
How did we lose last episode? We were up a game as well, and oh my god, things just went south really quickly. I was looking back. I could have done.
We
were
up a game as well, and things went really south.
So we're on Abyss Rising now, released November 9th, 2012, almost at the end of 2012 already, which is crazy. And while Abyss Rising may be a notable set for like the TCG in Constructed, for Sealed, it's a little bit different. Now, of course, we do have access to cards like Gaga Cowboy, Abyss Dweller, just looking immediately here in...
Hey, I've got some good cards you got in here. How about number 8 Genomic King Genome Heritage, huh?
The super rare slot, but like, you know...
What about Memory of an Adversary, you know? What about Bubble Fucker?
To make full
what about
One-Eyed Skill Gainer? Essentially everything across
I got a
all
One-Eyed
aspects of the
Skill
rarity
Gainer
spectrum.
for you.
And with only having access to 24 packs, although you know how the progression series works, it becomes really difficult to do that. Moving on down, I guess like a Memory of an Adversary is also like an okay card in Sealed. The rares,
come on.
again, they're decent.
Okay, so like you can like maybe make Mermail if you pull really well, right? Abyss Gunda, Abyss Pike, Abyss Sturge. Those are all good cards. Abyss Armamencer,
you have Justice of Prophecy, just some decent cards all around. But if you don't have a Mermail core or a Spellbook core,
Umino Taurus is actually a he's a boss in one of the old Duel Links events, and his catchphrase was "I am Umino, I am Taurus, I am Umino Taurus."
Warriors, so like technically this is more playable than other things.
Whoa,
Dyson Sphere making an appearance. If you didn't watch History of Jank last week, there you go. Gaios is insane. Again, if you're
all you need is one Abyss Linda and several Abyss Sphere. It's fine.
Obviously, that's like the whole point. Tiramisu is also crazy if you have the ability to play Madolche core. A lot of the ultras in the set are pretty strong. Secrets are really no exception either.
Secrets
are
insane.
We're
gonna pull a Retort and Soldier of Steel though. I can already tell.
Seahorse for something like Thunder Family was like not a bad card at all. There's possibly some redeeming characteristics down in the comments.
Okay, so like Aberconway's good. There's some other heraldic guys that are decent. But really, they don't get good until World Superstars
here as well. But like for the most part, I don't think there's a ton. Solar Windjammer's actually not bad. Kind of scary because Gage
that
was
would be good for Gage
last episode, and this is like arguably a better Cyber Dragon for that deck. Planet Pathfinder if we play any like weird deck that could take advantage of that. Bull Blader is kind of like a weird out to some things.
Leo is so far away. Leo is actually I think Leo might be in this set. Leo comes out super early.
Sealed
Leo's like randomly
deck,
just a 2020 card that's in a 2013 set.
Cards and things like that. But for the most part, I mean, Abyss Rising, a very iconic set for a lot of people just because it did debut the Mermails as well as a lot of the Spellbook cards. But not going to be too impactful in Progression Series unless someone pulls an absolutely insane core. Then we'll see how that goes. Before we get into it, though, we have to open 3 packs for the last time of Turbo Pack 8. I cannot believe we've been stuck on this for this long, but I looked. Abyss Rising is on the release list, and then Astro Pack 1 is right under it. So let's just flip them up. There's like really nothing good out of here.
Oh, Magician. Wait, Magician Circle's cool. I remember liking Magician Circle as a kid.
Pack number 3.
I played like cool targets for it.
Even worse. All right, let's open 24
it was
packs
money back in the day.
That's what you're all here for.
I actually still remember opening packs.
Whoa!
Actually,
yeah, if you don't know, they did a facelift on the pack opener. It actually looks good now.
Really well. There's some of my favorite cards in Yu-Gi-Oh as well. Got 24 packs of Abyss Rising. Anything big we can pull here? Let's find out. Let's see if we get lucky. Fishborg Planter is a really interesting common.
It's actually not very interesting. Fuck you.
A lot of them weren't great. I'm not gonna lie to you. Spellbook of Eternity. Wow, bro. I wish this archetype was playable in Progression Series, but way too high rarity.
Yeah, he's right.
Ultra
sadly.
rare. Number C32
Shark Drake.
Vice. A lot of the Chaos numbers, pretty much like 95% of them were never playable.
Very
this
true.
Is one of the ones
very
that
true.
Make the cut. Oh, God, that's an ultimate rare. Just keep it from me, bro.
Empress is
Prophecy?
not
Probably shouldn't want it anyway.
good.
This card's not that great.
I mean,
that's a rank
Pathfinder
five,
is an
way too
interesting thing to
specific,
come out in this set as well.
requiring
It could
spellcasters,
prove
and
game
then it is really
determinative
specific
later.
to the Spellbook archetype. And it's not one of the playable cards. Look at that. Planet Pathfinder being able to terraform me out a field spell. Go to
Like,
grab many Verdant Sanctuaries. With that, right? Dyson
Funny.
Sphere. That's 2 ultimate rares in 24 packs.
Dyson is
This
such
was,
a
I
cool
think,
card,
at
but
the time,
unfortunately
one
not
of the
very
only
good.
rank 9s. It's not that great. You compare it to like Calamities later on down the game.
Yeah,
of course,
and
Calamities
enter
was in its league
Blotnir
of its own,
soon.
But this card's not fantastic.
Deflector is
The True Draco
interesting.
archetype with,
It's like a nice little
Ibizan and
sideboard tech.
Lithosagem, like the actual reliable 9s you can make doesn't exist at this point. So
Yeah.
there's really no easy way to be able to use Dyson Sphere.
All right, 24 packs of Abyss Rising. Let's see what we can get. A super
is a
rare
good
right
start.
off the bat.
Squall
Honestly, if I were going to
Sturge,
take one, I would
Hilda.
prefer Dweller or Cowboy.
Really would
but,
really be
Squall,
considering
if we do pull
Mermail.
a decent Mermail package, that's not a terrible one.
Plesion's
I also should
pretty
omit
good
Magic
too.
Deflector. This card actually is quite relevant in like the sideboard for some decks, and once, especially now with Prog Season 2's power curve being a lot higher, this could be
Deflector has
relevant
been in
later.
and out of
Well, there's an
playable,
ultimate rare, Spellbook of
stuff
Fate.
forever,
Unfortunately,
but
we're going to have to get a
good now because
crazy set of
Kashira,
pulls in order
which,
to make
you know,
use of
obviously
that.
doesn't
But
exist here.
very iconic card nonetheless.
Fate's
I
cool,
love
but
Spellbook
we're not
of
going to
Fate.
do it.
Such a sick
Heraldry
card.
art and Burner
Nimble
Stalking
Angler's
really
also in
big.
here, like for later
No.
on, especially because Sprite.
Bullblader
might
is
be
an
in Prog
individually
Season 2.
very
Like,
powerful
that
card.
could be a relevant card. We got a Bullblader.
I haven't
Gaga
played
Gigo, the
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Risen,
since
is
between about
technically a
2010 and
generic rank
2020. When exactly do battle traps fall off completely? 2015's Duelist Alliance. What's good and bad in Yu-Gi-Oh! Immediately switches, and suddenly battle traps are functionally unplayable. There are some outliers in like 2017 formats. Shit like Quaking is randomly very powerful for a short period of time. Give me a sec. You all right? Do you need me to bring the Benadryl down? Sorry about that. It was a door-to-door Orkin Man guy. He was like, yeah, you know, we're just coming out here seeing if you're happy with your pest control services. And we were like, we are. And then I look past him. He has arrived at our house on a Segway. The year of our Lord, 2023, a Segway. They have him on a Segway going door to door.
4, but it requires 3 level 4s, and I don't know if we're ever making that. I suppose we do have access to the Heraldic Beast support in here as well. Advanced Heraldry art is not a terrible
That's a good
card
pickup.
at all.
I
You do
hope that
obviously
he
need the
does
cards
consider
to
these.
support it, but you know they're a lot
When
lower
Leo
rarity
comes out,
than
it's
cards
really
like
not
in the
bad.
Mermail or the Spellbook department, so that might not be as unrealistic.
We need a
There is
payoff,
an
though.
ultra rare Empress of Prophecy. We're actually getting some of the higher rarity prophecy cards, although they're not necessarily the ones we're looking for. Again, I think the biggest thing I'm looking to get out of this is Dweller or Cowboy, just because those are the most generic cards moving forward.
Bullblader actually ended up being a very important tech card to use in the Necroz era. which were actually like right around the corner, I think. This ended up being like an integral part to be able to deal with the Jin lock. Just being able to have a level 4 warrior you could search from the deck because Roda was at 3 at the time. Summon that and that clears the Jin lock right away.
At the time? I feel like that's not
a
true.
deceptively good common. This
Maybe
card's like actually
he would know better than me.
The rest of turn negate all equipped, field, continuous, and quick play spell cards on the field.
And we really were very stupid.
Like
we didn't know that Rhoda was good.
It's great in today's game.
It was limited because of Satellar Knight.
A lot of the stuff is locked under very high rarity stuff, like Megalo's a secret rare. Spheres are also ultras, which was very integral to the deck. I like
Abyss
this deck
Linda's
a lot.
Great
this is
pickup.
one of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh decks of all time, just because it's also
we could maybe
really
play
high rarity,
something resembling it if we can just get Squalls.
Cool deck to play. Unfortunately, everything's
or
like
Spheres.
ultra, ultimate rare and above.
Yeah,
so
it is high rarity, sadly.
Another super rare, unfortunately, not the one we were looking for.
Really
Noble Knight of Black
Lonsolane.
I'm probably going to completely butcher the name on that. Noble Knight.
We gotta get RJ in here. RJ's the only one who knows how to say
But oh boy,
these.
is it going to take forever for this deck to even be remotely playable. Good old Slushy. I always love this artwork. It's
Slushy's
so funny.
so cute.
Another ultra rare, C32 Shark Drake Vice. Again,
good.
not particularly good. I think we're actually getting some of the worst ultras, if I'm being honest, out of everything else we could be pulling. Probably something we're never going to be able to summon. This thing is such a crazy requirement.
Maybe we will. That's the second Lind I just got back to back. If I could get a Sphere, that's like the loop with there, right? You summon Lind with Sphere, and then it eventually destroys itself, and then Sphere can summon one from deck. Fortunately, we need the big guy too to pair with it. But the double Abyss Lind is like way above average. Are you kidding? The Ghost Rare, Rare version of Shark.
We don't need that.
Thank you
Solar
very much.
Windjammer, good
exactly
though.
What I wanted. There are 3 packs left. Abyss Pike is a great
Pike
mermail.
is fine.
Aphrodurter, one more pack.
Aphrodurter.
Nothing. We didn't get any of the big mermails. We got.
Okay, let's see what we're actually cooking with. Wow, very little.
2 Bislet.
1 Pike, 2 of the Duplock guy, 1 Gunda, 2 Linda. That's something we can maybe consider
like
for future
really
episodes.
good for
That's
some
like a
reason.
decent.
Unfortunately, I don't think there's too much we can do with her.
We'll worry about it later.
I don't think this.
We
pack
really
is
did
good
need
enough
the
to
Sphere
reroll,
though.
but we'll put it in the collection. Why not? I got a really sick deck for today, though. I think it's an easy win.
Well, coming up on our last few packs here of Abyss Rising. Let's see if we get anything decent. I'm not sure of how many Solar Windjammers we've pulled, but that may be our first, because I don't recall seeing any. Justice is a nice rare. Again, not like we're going to be playing Spellbook this episode, but it's a good card nonetheless. Let's see if we get in the last pack anything crazy. Another Advanced Heraldry art. I'm going to think about this, actually. I know I have a million Redoor tickets.
Oh, come on, buddy.
And I actually think it's worth respinning for Dweller or Cowboy specifically because of how generically powerful they are. I want to check something first. So here's what I wanted to check. Our next chance to pull Abyss Dweller doesn't come until the beginning of 2015 in the Secret Forces, where it's almost guaranteed because it's a super rare. So having access to Abyss Dweller for 3, let's say 2 years of the progression
bullying
series,
works.
2 years in terms of the timeline, of course. That's pretty strong potentially. And then Cowboy, next time we have a chance at Cowboy isn't until Astral Pack 5 is an ulti, or once we get to Battle Pack 3. So we get access to this a little bit sooner. This is also still a Shatterfoil, so we'd have to actually pull it. But a couple of years,
Battle Pack 3,
I think that's just worth having a slight advantage over Gage. It's still not even guaranteed that we're getting it. I think Dweller's guaranteed more than Cowboy is. But once we get to Wing Raiders, I think he becomes guaranteed. You know what? We have a million Redoor tickets. Let's just send it. Everyone in the comments is probably rejoicing that I actually used a Redoor ticket for once. Let's see if we can actually pull what we were looking for. Well, that's a better ultra rare. Although, again, I don't know if we can play the deck. Abyss Sphere is an incredibly powerful card, so that's a straight upgrade over the ultra rares we got in our first set of pulls. And that is also a better ultra rare, Madolche Queen Tiramisu.
Let's go.
Again, I need to check my Madolche package. I know there's some support in this set. I don't think I pulled any Magdalens or anything in like Return of the
Madolche
Duelist,
is really hard to play in limited because it is powerful, but it's
super rare one-eyed skill gainer.
It's hard to get a handle on what you're supposed to be playing when you can't just execute the line that you know.
I think he's incredibly niche, but I feel like this is more likely to come up than Gaga Penis Poopy. Okay, if we want to consider playing Madolche, there's Mess and Gelato. I think we pulled 0 of those in our first set of pulls, so happy to see that. And a Madolche Palooza. Wow, this is just the Madolche 24, isn't it? Holy crap. Another super rare. I swear, we're getting every super rare besides the one we want. Red Dragon Ninja, not going to be played in the slightest. I think that's like our second or third Justice of Prophecy. So, again, like we're slowly recouping what we had in the other package as well. Honestly, like I think this is looking pretty good for a respin. Another Tiramisu. Oh my god. Everyone who is a Madolche player is going to be fiending to figure out how I can actually play Madolche in
Yeah,
Prague.
we'll figure it out.
Oh my god, I know Gage loves Madolche, and if he's on the receiving end of double tiramisu, he is not going to be
Croissant,
happy.
too.
Oh my god. Of course we're going to pull the fucking
Croissant,
Dyson Sphere. Thanks,
Marmalade.
History of Jank. This card is so bad.
Shore Knight's not great.
All right, last few packs. We didn't pull our... Well, not yet. There's still 3 packs. We haven't gotten Dweller or Cowboy, but there's still a chance, and, I mean, our pulls, like, for the most part, I think got better just because, like, our ultras are actually insane compared to what they were before. I don't think we're really losing anything else. Let's see what we get here. It doesn't look like anything we don't already have. I think that's like our second or third Arthur, so that's fine. Second to last pack, nothing crazy there. I think we're good on Solar Windjammers and Bullbladers, but I'll check later. Last pack, please, Dweller or Cowboy. I was looking for the black
He actually
border,
pulled
but
all 3 of
we
them, but
did
cut to
not
give
get
Gage
it.
a
In any
better
case, I have
chance.
5 billion redoer tickets, so it doesn't matter anyway. And you know what? 2 copies of tiramisu.
That-
and we got tickets
that's
too.
not
Tickets are
terrible.
common.
We could try
I'm
some with
excited
that.
to see
That's
what my
funny.
Madolche pool looks like. I don't know if I'm bringing that
Madolche
today,
Pool
but
loser.
I know all you guys in the comments are going to be trying to figure out a way for me to play it. So let's get to building.
It's been a while since we've seen something.
Okay, so this is the deck. So I Wish I Was Dead has been trying to force this deck for a million years. Big Panda 64, 100% correct. The first, there was a Monster Mash Magical Merchant FDK back in GX. He built the deck with Exchange of the Spirit, and ever since then, he's been working on it in the background. Okay, so here's what's going on here. They play these cards as they were written during the period. So Makiura the Destructor at this point is banned, but we're playing Trad format, which makes it limited. So if we can get to Armageddon Night, we can bin Makiura the Destructor or Handes or, you know, any number of these like discard cards like Card Des. And when he's in the grave, we can activate Appropriate. All right? When Appropriate is face up, every draw that Simo does, Gage gets 2. You'll notice that all the draw spells like go even with an opponent. So like Drag Down draws you 3, Hand Death draws you 6. One Day of Peace draws you 3. It's crazy. So that's why we get to get around with Cup of Ace. So all we have to do is draw Appropriate, or we can also just go off. Like if we get to Makiura, we could just go off with like Reckless Greeds and shit and eventually find Appropriate. This is
Degenerate in the progression series. Since Magical Scientists, I don't
Listen,
think we've had anything
every
that's been
15
extremely
episodes, Alex
overbearing.
pulls
I'm
up with the
looking
most
to bring
boring
back some
burn strategy
absolute
ever.
chaos.
I want to
And
see
not
this
the
happen.
one that you guys are familiar with. We're looking at pretty much empty jar without the jars in it, except Jar of Greed.
It's full
We
jar.
got Jar of Greed. This is a deck out strategy utilizing a card called Exchange of the Spirit, which still at this time of the game before April 2015 is unerrated. Exchange of the Spirit, for anybody that doesn't know what the old errata reads, let me pull it up. Exchange of the Spirit is a normal trap card that reads, you can only activate this card by paying 1,000 life points while there are 15 or more cards in your graveyard. Both players swap the cards in their graveyard with the cards in their deck, then shuffle the cards in each new deck and put it in the deck zone. That is a very different from the current errata, which reads that both players need to have 15 cards in their graveyard. You can probably see the degenerate.
So what he's saying here is Exchange of the Spirit used to say it was forbidden during this period. It gets eroded in 2015, so we don't have that long with it. But it used to say if you have 15, you can fire it, swap the graveyard and the deck, which means you can do it while your opponent has an empty graveyard and they just die.
Degenerate thing there. I'm going to switch Alex's deck with him when he has next to no cards in his graveyard by digging up my entire deck, drawing through it with some of the most efficient draw cards in the game. One Day of Peace is still at 3, goes to 1
It's
very,
a
very
one
soon,
card
so I'm going to try to
Exodia.
make use of it as I can. But we're going to be able to play Exchange of the Spirit after dumping Makiura the Destructor from the deck to the graveyard. Another card that is since gotten errata. It's not good at all now, but the old errata used to read, whenever it's sent to the graveyard from anywhere, I can
can't
activate
believe he's
as many
playing
traps
this.
as I want. For my
What a
turn for each
king.
turn, which means I can activate Appropriate after Alex's draws, and then this is my main draw
Everyone's
engine
saying
to
this
get
deck
my
isn't
entire
good.
deck
Y'all
out.
pre-errata
Every
Exchange
single
the Spirit,
time Alex
Makiura
draws,
without hand
I
traps
draw
are two of the most
additional
broken cards of all
ODOP
time.
does it.
So,
Cup of Ace
fun
could give
fact
him-
about Makiura. It was removed from the ban list and then immediately got a printing in an, I think an OTS pack in which it was changed to be 1 trap per turn. But there was a singular weekend in which theoretically it was legal but had not been updated in the DB. So you could use the old errata. And I actually think I made a video like testing. Oh, it's so old that it's now private, unfortunately. But let me see if I can dig it up. It'd be in like my private videos. Give me a sec. It's not that old. It was a short. No, it wasn't. What? It was like 2020. I thought it was, but I can't find it. Huh. Yeah, I don't know where it ended up. I think you were going to make the video, but didn't get to it before the update in the database. Well, the short of it is, it may not have actually came out, but we were testing it, and Machiura, within the context of like 2019 decks, was terrible. It wasn't remotely good. Like the payoff was like you could activate Reckless Greed, like awesome. The difference here is that not only are a bunch of deep draw tools that are currently at 1, at 3 during this time in Yu-Gi-Oh's history, Pot of Greed is also legal, and Exchange of the Spirit is uneroded, which is actually a trap card worth activating.
2 cards, I'll take 2 from there. Hand Destruction, Drag Down to the Grave, all these cards allow Alex to draw a card. In turn, I'm getting 2 more. So as long as I can get to Machiura, the Destructor, through Rhoda, or dumping it off to Armageddon tonight, discarding it, getting it out of my hand somehow, as long as I can resolve Machiura, I can use the rest of these trap cards, including our win condition, Exchange of the Spirit.
Yeah, it might have been like a stream
segment. If Alex has any cards left in his graveyard, if I Hand Destruction him and he has 4 in the graveyard, I swap his graveyard with his deck. He has 4 cards in the deck. I activate Card Destruction, deck him out. It's game over. I'm not going to lie to you, this deck might seem autopilot, but it's going to revolve around a lot of, like, sequencing proper
Magical
draw
Stone
effects
Excavation.
to make sure I don't fuck up the combo.
Well,
I'm really hoping I don't stumble. I did a couple practice bouts with this, and it looked easy enough to be able to
it's
get,
fine to discard
like,
a couple of
90%
cards
the time.
if a card like One Day of Peace draws you
broken.
3.
Obviously, our turn 1 is set. FTK seems pretty much in reason if we're able to do it. Again, we get to play Pot of Greed in a friggin' FTK deck, dude. Isn't that stupid? Our side deck is to
How do we win if we
ensure
use
that
Hand
if we're going,
Destruction?
maybe
If we put 4 cards back in Alex's deck, it's actually not very difficult to kill him. Card Destruction is going to do a lot of work here. You can activate Card Destruction if your opponent doesn't have enough cards in deck.
like second or something like that. We can just put in a jar type FTK2 to switch it up. This type of deck might be vulnerable to something like DD Crow, with like the Shallow Grave being integral to pull back our jars from the graveyard. So it's a little bit more fragile than this, which literally loses to absolutely nothing. Except Droll and Logbird, but Alex doesn't have multiple copies of those. So maybe if I need to, I will side into these. I could put in Trag or Gores if I really need to play defensively, but we have one game plan. We're just going to stick to that. I don't know, man. I Wish I Was Dead really outdid with himself. This is like one of the best decks I've seen in Progression Series so far.
It's like a 90%
we've seen a lot of really interesting
FTK.
tech develop from him, but this is definitely one of the ones that he's been working on for the most time.
I'm so
and
excited
it's
to see
crazy.
this
So
go
hopefully
off.
I can give it a good look.
This is the
Let's
easiest
see
2
what
in my
Alex
life. I don't need to
So
see
this
Alex's
might
deck.
shock some, but Gladiator Beast actually got, I think, either top 8 or top 16 at a YCS.
Unsatisfied with losing with 2010 strategies, we will now be losing with a 2007 strategy. We don't even have Bestiari. Why are you doing this? What's the payoff? Loop Ekest for War Chariot? You understand that loses to normal summon a 1700 attack point monster, right?
Around this time, I believe it was YCS Providence in 2012, at the end of 2012, right around when Abyss Rising came out. And this list, although it isn't exactly what the player played during that event, it's pretty close. And so, you know what? I actually checked, and thanks to some of the goodwill of some of our reprint sets, as a matter of fact, we can actually play this, aside from the fact that Bestiari isn't actually legal. Now,
well, that means you shouldn't be playing it.
Does that really matter? Yeah.
Yeah, that's insanely important.
Yeah, kind of, because it limits our ability to go into Geyserist.
Yeah.
Because, you kind of need Bestiari to do that. But this isn't your traditional GB deck. This is more of like GB stun.
Just play Hero Stun again, dude.
if you will. You're kind of just playing the GBs just because they're like big and they can tag out into like other annoying things to sort of help like out-resource your
One of them
opponent.
is
so
big
I actually
as
think
Sidra.
this is something that A, Gage is not going to expect us to
Oh,
bring
he's not going to expect it, I'll tell you that.
It's probably good enough to be able to beat whatever
He is
he's
not
going to
expect
but
it.
obviously we'll have to see. So let's do the card by card. The GB lineup includes Darius,
we don't need
Quest,
to listen
and
to the
Lafari.
fucking
So
card
we'll
by
pull one of these
card.
icon line. The whole reason is here we are playing BrainCon and Topia, if I'm being perfectly if we don't have although I feel like let's see if we can bring the GBs to victory. Let's not make
You found the Makiura stream? It was a stream. Wow. Yeah, there it is.
Well, I mean, I feel like we could just walk in. And, provided nothing happens here, we get to walk through this. Nightmare? Oh yeah, I'm gonna be taking slightly more damage here. Oh no! Wait, oh shit!
They targeted Maki.
Ooh! Oh no!
That's a genius decision.
We got a Guido.
if you wait any longer, it's time to duel.
Hey, ho, hey, ho, ho, hey. You were so young and full of enthusiasm. What happened? Life!
Well, Gage, back to
Adge? Well, did you know that there's actually a way you can outdo the ads without having to even spend any money? If you've got an Amazon Prime account, you can connect it to your Twitch account and use Twitch Prime right now on this stream in order to avoid those pesky ads. Guess what also? You could just pay me.
core sets. Abyss Rising, a very monumental set for the
Thanks for the heads up,
TCG,
Joey
but,
boy. Hey,
for
no
our
problem.
series, maybe not as much.
Yeah, really sick set to come out at a really great time because the Mermails strategized perfectly with the Atlanteans at this time. But all those Mermails, I don't know if you could tell, Alex, they're like ultra rare, ultimate rare, secret rare.
Okay, I don't need to hear them talk
stuff,
about
though,
Mermail.
stays in competitive play. I'm excited to see what you got.
I'm excited
today,
too.
Even though
I'm
you
so
cheated in our
excited,
last
Alex.
episode.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Me cheating, bro? Man, we don't want to talk about 2 episodes ago. It's fine. I know. Instant fusion, once per turn. We've learned our
Imagine
lesson.
reading.
It's okay.
Imagine either of us reading cards. Imagine. Who would ever
Imagine,
do such
bro.
a thing?
I can't wait till somebody puts a compilation of every cheat we've done throughout like both progression series, and it's like 3 hours long. Like in my.
Maybe we
There
should do
used to
that
be
for
a
the end of the year
compilation.
compilation. Forget the highlights.
There used
Just
to be
have
a
the cheating
compilation.
compilation. That'll be
That's
something
what people want to see, right?
That's really what they want to see. That's true. Shout out to patron Golden Boot 5350. Thank you for
It's called
the
playoffs,
support,
yeah.
Mr. Nim Nim.
We got a Guido.
He literally can't win a die roll.
Yeah,
of late.
fucking break.
Yeah, the
I
dice isn't working for you, bro.
I swear to God, between I don't even know if you know this, like with history too, like with against Joseph, I feel like I'm just losing everything. with
I made a
Rocket.
Rosencrantz and
God. All right,
Guildenstern joke
Alex,
in a
you're
recent
gonna
episode
lose
of History
again
for
I
that.
set you up pretty
I'm-
well for that one. I set you up
Yeah,
pretty
right.
well for that one.
I'm gonna opt to go first for today. Seems like the right choice for my deck.
That's not good if you're opting to
Oh.
go first. Yeah, okay.
Come on, show me.
Jesus. This is insane. Give me a minute here. Hold
I
on.
was hoping it was going to be the opposite, but yeah, sure.
All right, I was talking a lot of smack, but I don't think I can do anything.
Oh, good. I'm glad. You could pass. That's an option.
It seems like a smart decision, doesn't it? It's so risky. I'm just gonna pass. Go ahead.
All right. You think I fear Gores? No shot. Thunder King.
Yeah.
19.
Yeah, I'll take 19.
Gores?
Never mind, we're fine.
No
Okay.
Gores.
All right. That's fine. Main 2.
That's the thing is like you think that all these things are going to interact with the board state. He's just going to normal Armageddon night.
Yep.
Set 3
Like
pass.
we'll
Go.
just send
Miserable.
it. You
All right,
can't
I'm gonna
interact
draw
with
for
it.
turn. Stand by main.
Does the 6th card help you out?
By the way, Ryo doesn't matter at all. It just stops Thunder Dragon.
A little bit. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna summon Armageddon Knight, and I'm gonna
Yes.
activate the effect.
Dude.
I'm down.
Okay. I know you're down. I'm gonna send Makiura the Destructor.
Oh,
Activate the effect
no.
the
Oh,
Destructor.
God. I take that back. I'm not down for this. Yeah,
Make it
I
happen,
can't do anything
baby.
about that.
Okay.
Sure.
Thanks for keeping 2 cards in hand. I
Fun
needed
fact,
it. I'm gonna
Makiura doesn't
and
activate. That is
Destruction.
true.
Oh,
Old
that's
Makiura does
hilarious.
not activate.
Nice.
It
So
just
we send
happens.
2. I think it's turn player first, so I'm gonna send these 2.
Yeah, I don't think I have any response to that. That's fine. Sure. You're going to get to see what I'm up to, unfortunately. I'm going to pitch Laquari and Derry.
What? Gladiator Beast? Oh, I remember this deck. Did we unban Bestiary?
I don't know, Gage. Did we? I don't know. Would I make the same mistake twice in 3 episodes? I don't know.
Maybe I'm gonna draw 2 cards, and then
here, I'll move myself over so you can see Alex's reaction.
I don't know how this works with 2 copies. I think I can chain these. I'm gonna activate appropriate from hand, and then I drew it up. Can I activate both of those? Can I chain those?
I don't see why you wouldn't be able to since you activated Makiura.
It's over. All we need is like a 1-day apiece, and we win.
Read the activation of this condition with this, because this is a weird.
You can activate only when your opponent draws a card outside of either draw phase.
Yeah, so you drew 2 off a hand destruction, and then I had 1 in hand already, and I drew the other one. I'm wondering if I can go appropriate.
So why the fuck are you playing this shit? Oh my god.
Because I want to win, Alex. What do you mean? Why am I playing this shit? I want to win.
Okay. I'm pretty sure you can activate 1. The question is, can you activate the second one?
It's like an activation window for like unlock bird.
Right. Nobody's played Makiura in a pro.
You don't have to immediately chain it to the action.
Know either. That's the thing. So we clarified with our resident judge, and he said that I can't activate another appropriate.
They called
Similar
Coder.
to a ruling where like you can't verify that I had the card already in my hand by the time I drew it. I can play both of them at the same time.
Man, Coder's a traitor. Yeah.
yeah.
That's what we really learned from this. Anyway.
Right? Yeah. Now let the fun begin. I'm gonna go 1 day apiece. Cool. Hey, we both get to draw a card.
But
you actually get to draw 5.
I get to draw 5 cards, bro. Yep.
Well, 4 plus the 1 day of peace card.
Yep, I took my 1 off of ODOP, 2 off of the first appropriate, and then 2 off of another one.
Come on, one more.
This is disgusting. Oh my god.
It's so over,
bro.
Dude. Don't even bother showing up.
I'll go Upstart Goblin for another one.
Sure.
Take 1,000.
You just on like Makiura Exodia?
Come on.
Is that what this is?
Makiura Exodia. Exodia. He thinks it's Exodia.
I'm gonna go Cup of Ace.
Sure.
Heads I win. Tails you lose.
No, it says you toss the coin, Gage.
Well, I'll do very well. I'll toss the coin.
This is not 6 cents.
Oh, you take 2 cards. Oh,
thanks.
He takes
You're
2 cards.
such a pal. You're such a pal.
2 cards. I'll take 4. I guess it's only fair, right?
Yeah.
This is so fucking dumb, bro. Oh my god. All right. I'm gonna go 1 day apiece again.
Sure.
Yes. Okay, so you take 1.
Yeah,
I take
draw
1.
5
more.
2, 3, 4.
God, look at your hand.
God,
You're
he's so pissed.
12,
Fair,
13
right?
cards.
Oh,
in hand?
whoa! You can't.
Oh, Rhoda.
You can't do that. Wait, no, you can't do that.
You're 13 cards.
I will hand
Cheat.
destruction again.
Nim Nim cheats. He would have won, but he
okay.
cheat.
Thank you. You have to go first.
I will pitch both copies of Drag Down to the Grave.
Sure. I'll get rid of...
He's going to prison.
I mean, you already know some of these, so it's not like it's really going to matter all that much. I'll get to Starlight Road. I have a feeling I'm not going to need that.
I don't think we were making that far either.
I have a hunch, and I'll get rid of Bottomless, I guess, too.
Okay, 6, and then I'll draw 6.
Draw 6. Wait, hold up. Does he draw 6? Pull up appropriate real quick.
We got a Guido.
It says after that, each time your opponent draws a card, draw 2 cards. Oh. It's 4 from the appropriates and 2 for the hand destruction. Okay, well, yeah. I'm like, where is he getting the extra? Hand destruction has an effect. Right.
I'm surprised you still have a Thunder Dragon in your deck.
You'd be surprised. Hold on, I'm going to keep it in my hand, but you'd be even more surprised if I had 2 of them in there, right?
Actual chat.
Let me see here. All right, I will...
Send him to prison.
Jar Greed for 1.
Wins.
Sure.
Upstart Goblin for 1.
Okay.
I'll Upstart Goblin for another.
Do you have it?
What, exchange a spirit? Of course I do, Alex. What do I look like?
Oh, actually, by the way, we fucked up. You weren't allowed to Rhoda.
Oh my god, you're right.
I have Thunder King up, so...
You're right. How do you want to... Do you want me to throw the Armageddon?
I'll let you throw the Armageddon Knight back in the fucking deck and just
Okay.
put it back in your
I
hand.
need that.
Like, we're already
Cheat.
well
Simo
past... I don't
win.
think it's going to matter if I'm to be honest with you, but...
Yeah. I gotta figure this out, though, because...
Miss Thundra? No, he never did Thundra.
In my
He put it
graveyard.
back.
I think I can do this here. I will...
He caught it for
okay, I'm
Thundra,
gonna
but then they
go
were like, oh
Reckless
shit.
Greed.
Draw 2? Yep.
Yep. I'm gonna go Reckless Greed.
Draw 2 more.
I'm gonna go Reckless Greed.
Sure.
I am
You know what would be funny? If Alex had a Jar of Greed here, he'd just win the game.
going to Jar of Greed. I'll take the last card of my deck.
Sure.
I will Magical Mallet. I'll just throw everything back and draw it all again.
Just to get rid
I
of the
just need
mallet? Sure.
I just need the card in the graveyard, and I'll do
Yeah.
the same again with another mallet.
Okay.
Okay, so 20. I'll reload to do the same thing.
Okay.
All cards back in and draw it again. I'm trying to figure this out. Why am I so dumb? I feel like I'm gonna the mallet again.
Because
All these
when he
cards.
card desses, he can't deck
All right,
himself
we're gonna
out too.
activate the.
So we have it
Exchange
now.
of Spirit here.
There it is. All right.
Yep.
Pay your 1,000. Excuse me, sir. How are you doing this if I only have 4 cards in
El no sabe!
my graveyard?
Excuse me, Alex. Do you remember the old errata of Exchange
ma-
of Spirit?
Oh, that's right. I
Earthquake,
forgot.
baby.
It's yeah. This is the errated
Yeah,
version.
not until
Yeah.
April 2015 does this card to get errated, so we have a little bit longer with it.
So if I'm correct, it's only you need to have it, correct?
yeah, I need to have 15 cards in my graveyard. You?
Doesn't matter.
You
Bro,
go
I don't
fuck
remember any,
yourself.
Doesn't matter. So
All
I'm
right.
gonna pay the 1,000 life points. I'll switch your 4 measly cards in your deck with the rest
Doesn't
of them.
he need to be able to mallet
Rest of
into
these
hand
cards back in
destruction?
I guess
no.
the best way to do this is.
I think it's banish and then return.
Yeah.
I
the
mean, all
deck. I think that's
all
the
he
best way.
needs here is to activate the card destruction.
And then we'll go.
DB is so good. All right, I'm skipping this part of DB.
Graveyard.
There we go.
Cup of Ace.
Or we can do this.
Sure.
Or we
you
can do
want.
this.
I know
Fuck
you
it,
want
why
to
not?
miss. There you
Okay.
go.
Alright, you take 2. Okay.
And you draw 4.
I do draw 4. Yep. 1.
Sorry,
2,
what's going on in the background? Why is it like fucking mariachi music?
3, 4. Beautiful. And then I will clean it up. We will go hand destruction.
Do you have a second hand destruction?
Do I need a
I
second?
don't need one.
I'll
You
be
just
at
pass
0.
here.
Oh, I guess you just pass at that
Yeah,
point.
you drop a
Okay,
turn.
I'm fucking dead. I'm fucking
Boom!
dead. I can't
One
believe we're
down,
playing
baby.
this shit.
How long do we have?
relax,
God.
bro.
Oh
Come
shit,
on,
16
someone's gotta
minutes.
play
No
something
shot. This is a
degenerate
2-0.
sometimes.
Oh, I love the Herc. Yeah, Herc's gonna make a big appearance. Yeah, Herc's
Well,
coming out
I'm
any
not
day now.
happy that I lost game 1 because that's not going to go very
Wrap
well
it
for
up,
game
Gage.
3. But
Fold
I
him.
think I can probably
Own
squeeze
this
out game
fraud.
2. Obviously, it's going to hope that things go well
got
for
a
me, but
Guido.
we'll see. We'll see. I
We'll
cannot
see,
believe
man.
you're playing this. You tried a
see.
Makiyura deck before,
That ain't
didn't
Herc.
you? Am I
I
not
did.
mistaken?
I
gotta
don't think
work.
it went too well. I think I tried a Makiyura jar deck, and I
Well,
got.
maybe the
Okay.
solemn warning on
Okay.
the
So.
All right.
on the
We're gonna
summer
go
book will
Proving
do
Ground.
it.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
playing now, so I'm not really like too afraid to like
The
show
best
it.
part of this is that there are some hands that you literally can't do anything about. Like if he just goes like fucking hand desk pitch Maki, the game ends. There's nothing you can do about that, right? That MST is big though.
One
the
less
MST is
card in
big.
Alex's
That
deck,
theoretically
Galen.
like
Jeez.
Ryo
Yeah,
MST
exactly.
Solemn is about as good
I'll
as
just
you can
grab
hope for here.
Laquari. I just want anything at this point. We'll go Thunder King set 2 pass and hope to God we can somehow come out
Alex,
of this.
T King didn't do anything last.
It stopped your Rhoda, although it didn't because it actually
It-
resolved.
it-
But
Oh,
I'm
it
a dirty
should've.
cheater, right? But
yeah,
it's
that's
all
true. Very true.
right. All right, bro.
Do you have it?
Nothing crazy to start. I mean, that's a,
Oh, nothing
that's
crazy
the
to
best
start,
of
just
the
pause.
Crazy
wrong card in my
activates
deck, but, like,
pot.
we'll see. We'll take 2 more here.
Yeah, sure.
Nice job playing around hand desk. Yeah, the play was definitely to like normal Laquari or normal Ryo set the proving ground so he couldn't hand desk.
Thunder King's really doing a lot, I gotta say.
He's doing a lot. He's doing the most. I will take another free card with upside.
The problem is though that like that doesn't even do anything if you lead 1 day of peace, right? Like again, there are just some hands that this deck can't beat.
I will activate hand destruction.
Oh come on, don't pitch Mackie.
Yeah,
come
I
on,
mean,
we're
as much as I
9
would have
cards
liked
in.
to get my hand
We're
down.
9
they're
cards
two
in,
monsters.
dog.
It's 2 monsters, yeah.
It is what it is. I'm gonna send. Actually, Take King putting in fucking work, bro. I can't do anything with those
Okay,
guys.
all right. I won't complain. I guess thinking about it, I shouldn't have proving ground. I could have just set my hand.
I wish I was
down.
dead.
But
Says in
guess I was
testing and
explaining.
high roll, I played through Judgment to MST and T King.
Oh no, your combo deck didn't go off. What are you talking about?
Drat, my FTK deck.
Okay, we have
the
lost
meaning
this
of
game.
fun. I'm not having
Let's go
any
to
of
game
it.
3.
I'll just pass. Go ahead.
Sure. All right, I'll draw. Stand by
do
main. I
everything.
just I gotta
maybe a
start
contest
getting
like
in
a
here.
Armageddon night?
Let's go. Is there any reason to do? What's the damage here? Whatever. We'll go a quest.
Yep.
Battle 16-19.
I do not.
Whoa,
I actually
16,
really don't
19.
remember if we have. We don't have bestiary. I'm
When
gonna
did he
take
become
16
woke?
and 19, and then you're not gonna be able to pop any of my back row. Okay, sure.
End of battle phase.
Yes.
I will tag out. Honestly, I think I just want Laquari.
Folks, that's a joke
to
for
just
those
have
of
a
you that
big
were
dude,
so
if I'm being
online that you
honest,
remember the
just so I can
backlash to
kill
the
you next
1619 project.
turn. Is there anything in here that's going to help me? Yeah, let's just get a big Laquari.
Okay.
There we go. I'll put this here. Second main, I'll set one.
Damn, now that's a power
I'll throw
play.
back.
I will
Whoa.
drop. Stand my main.
Yep.
Okay, I will start by normaling Armageddon Knight, and I'll use its effect.
You have to solemn this.
I am
You have to
going
Fiendish Chain
to
this.
Solemn Warning this.
You have to.
Yeah, that's fine. I will set a card, and then I will activate Drag Down into the Grave.
Sure.
I ain't got to reveal it. It's Makiura. And then I'll take a card, and then I'll trigger
good.
Makiura. And then since you drew a card on Res, I'll approach.
Oh, it's over.
Yeah. So it's not till the next time.
Show me,
Yeah,
show me
I
the
do not draw
Odop.
two
Show
this
me
time.
the
It's
It's
Odop.
the
next
next
time.
time. Yeah,
Show
yeah.
me
Okay.
the
You're
Odop.
good. You're good.
Yeah, which will be
Now.
this time because I drew into another drag. Oh, I can't activate it. I don't
You
have any
can't.
cards.
Yeah, you have to actually get rid of a
I
card
do.
too.
My bad. My bad.
I remember
Don't
this
worry.
from Dark World days. I
Give me a
imagine that
minute.
you could fix that issue if I had
Yeah,
to guess.
give me a minute. I'll activate Cup of Ace. Don't worry, I got this, bro.
Oh, we didn't blind
Ace.
ace. Boo. A Danny sub would never.
Oh yes, I'll take
See?
two.
We
I was
just
taking
pot of
two
greed.
anyways, but it's fine.
That MST is gonna go
okay, yeah,
crazy.
let's just get in there. I'll Odop, take a card, and then take two more when you draw.
Yep.
What? MST the appropriate, Alex.
All right.
Huh?
I will handy, and I'll resolve. So I'll pitch these two.
Okay. I'll space the appropriate.
Wait, we could have won, right? Because he wouldn't have enough to hand us.
My appropriate. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
I don't really think it matters, in all honesty.
Why
but
did we
It
do
might.
that?
We'll see here. I'll take two more.
We're trying.
Here's
On
another appropriate.
resolution.
Appropriate? Yeah. I figured that was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
happen. Like, you have 3 of this fucking
Wow,
card.
that's
cool.
odd.
Very cool.
That's the thing is like you can be mad that Gage brought this thing, but Alex is playing into it very poorly. It's not like totally that ridiculous because like playing around this deck requires you to like settle and be like, sorry, I have to think for a second, get myself in a different mindset about what matters. And clearly he's not there, right? Like he's just like, all right, we just got to see if he has it or he doesn't, which is like normal. Like, and this happens a lot, but like it's one of those decks that like if you min-max your percentages, you probably have a much better matchup against like MST at the right places, Solemn the right stuff, you know, play around hand desk as best you can. But that's something that like requires you to make a conscious effort to do, which is hard to ask on the fly.
Okay. I will go Drag Down into the Grave.
Sure.
I've got 2 magical
It's
mounts,
over.
so
It's
I'm not
over.
gonna
It's
give you the
over.
option
It's
to
over.
Get
It's
rid of
over.
the War Chariot, whatever.
Sure.
So I'll just pitch 1, draw, and then I will draw 2 more.
Accidentally got rid of the chinks. My hand shuffled. My bad.
That's all right.
Continue.
I will Jar of Greed.
What even
Yep.
outs this reliably
I
outside
will
of like Droll? MST is really important because you have to have the appropriate based on how the deck is, the deck works. Shadow Imprisoning Mirror does nothing because it doesn't activate. Maybe like Fiendish Chains and Solemns for the alternative ways to get Maki into the grave, the Armageddon Knights and the what's his fucking face? Summoner Monks. Playing around hand destruction does a lot, like trying to set your whole hand every game.
Activate Reckless Greed. I'll take
Yep.
2 more. I will Cup of Ace.
Sure.
Trap stun. Yeah, trap stun's good.
okay.
I'll
Anti-spell's
draw 2,
good.
and so will you.
2 more off my appropriate. Yep. I'll
Protector
one
of
day
the
of
Sanctuary.
peace.
I mean, I don't
Sure.
think that's
You'll
on
draw
our
2
radar,
more.
but yeah.
Yep.
War Chariot. War Chariot, I guess,
Upstart
works
Goblin,
for
take another one.
like Armanite and
I
stuff.
will Reckless
Necro
Greed,
Valley,
take 2
that's funny.
more.
Necro Valley would be really good.
I'll Cup
Share
of
if you
Ace
play.
again.
Di-Fi?
Sure.
Di-Fi would be funny going first, yeah.
Okay, 2 more. Yep. Casual Pot of Greed. 1 day of peace.
Wow, we really
Go ahead and
2-0'd
draw.
him.
I'll take 2
That's
more.
crazy.
You will.
I will Jar of Greed from the hand. Take the last card out of my deck.
Yep.
I guess it's a no-brainer. I will Exchange of Spirit.
You will.
That you will.
Put him
All right.
back. Put him back. I'll let you go first.
Back. Hand in hand. Oh.
I will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 cards. In
Rat
deck.
Jam.
More off of appropriate.
And a card destruction.
You have 9 in deck.
9 in deck.
We need to
I'll
ace him
eliminate
once.
anything. I'm gonna Magical Mallet to start. I'll throw back.
Yeah, waste even more time, buddy.
Man, I'm trying to
so
make sure
mad.
I don't lose
He's
and
so
like
mad.
auto-embarrass myself, actually. Thank you
Oh
very
my
much.
god, I love it.
Fucking asshole.
He's watching
now
Family
I'll
Guy
put
in the
this
other
back.
tab.
I'll put this back. This.
Yeah, this can't be allowed to exist for another episode.
That's
That
3.
one commentator that was mad that I Wish I Was Dead has taken over the series is gonna love this episode.
All right. I will hand destruction here.
Yeah,
pitch,
this does it.
Pitch.
This is 6 into 7.
Yeah.
No, you need one
Get
more.
rid of-
So Odop and then card desk.
This.
Okay. I'll take 2 more.
Draw 6. Or 4.
No, just
sorry.
4.
Yeah.
You don't have double appropriate this time.
No, I'm not that good at the game, unfortunately, bro. Right? I'll hand destruction again.
That's it.
Pitch.
Card desk.
Pitch.
We know it's in hand because we know
This
what the deck
really
is.
doesn't matter.
Okay. I'll take 4.
Okay, I'll take 4. We just have to find a way to not die. Let me count the cards in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 to 17. Card desk wins.
Okay. Yeah,
Fire it down.
I'll card B.
Yep, that's all she wrote. Oh my god.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
so
bro, I'm sorry.
mad!
This is gonna
Look
be an
at
exciting
him!
episode to watch.
He's
but, I had to play
fuming.
this before Exchange of the Spirit and like a card like 1 Day of Peace.
What an
gets limited.
evil, evil man I Wish I
got-
Was Dead is. What a terrible person. How could he ruin the sanctity of progression? How do they talk about this for 7 minutes? I have to hear
Right?
it.
Like we have these cards. I don't know, bro. Tell me what's on your mind right now. You're probably not happy with me.
I mean, we always play like random shit like this every once in a while, so I mean, I guess I can't be that upset by it. Ironically, I was actually playing an okay deck to beat this because I have War Chariot, and like War Chariot could negate your fucking Makura if you activate it, which was like
Oh, he doesn't know Eldo Sabe.
very few cards that actually interact with Makira's effect. Unfortunately, I didn't draw War Chariot in my opening hand at all, so it wasn't going to matter all that much. I was seeing if there's like any weird way I could cheese you with like compulsing a thing back to your hand when you card destruction, maybe trying to like get an exact amount of cards out of your deck. So if you go like 16 to draw 16, then I go like compulse bounce something back, and then like you deck yourself. I was seeing if like that could work, but you were never doing that, so like it just never was going to happen in all honesty. And I had like some okay stuff in the sideboard. I had like plenty of stuff to deal with the appropriates. I feel like if I could cut you off of this, then like at least the likelihood of you pulling it off is like significantly lower. But the fact that I already lost the first game,
Simo
meant that,
gonna
like,
ban I
was
Wish I
basically
Was
almost guaranteed to lose the
Dead.
third game because there's zero way to interact with this like in the current
Yeah,
form.
yeah, so,
Like I would literally need to. I don't even know like what card could actually interact against this deck like turn 0. There's
like
very
Droll
few
Knocker.
cards.
It's only Droll Knocker.
Which
Like,
no
this
one's
thing-
playing around this time regardless.
Yeah, so like there was another cool like the original iterations of like this FTK was like jar things, like that's what I tried before.
Sure.
But it just ended up being like too complicated. Like I couldn't figure it out for myself. And it's more
Yeah,
complicated
jar's
than, like,
hard.
another step. Like it loses
Of course.
cards like DDD Crow when you need to bring back a Shallow Grave.
Yeah.
An effect Veiler at a well time can like ruin my day too. So this just was like way better in every sense. Like there's really no way to interact with this combo.
Yeah.
It draws through Thunder King as you saw. Thunder King literally did nothing.
Stop
and-
Rhoda.
Yeah, stop Rhoda.
Stop
and
Rhoda,
It's really easy
yeah.
to get too, just by like the nature of like Armageddon Knight and stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
it's a beast, bro. There's a reason Makira's banned. There's a reason Exchange of the Spirit banned. So,
Yeah. Well, and on top of it too, like it was even more soul crushing when I actually had the way to stop the Armor
I'm
Knight, and then you
sorry.
had Makira anyway pitching it off of your
yeah,
fucking
yeah, so,
drag
like,
down.
be
So like,
like
that was just
this.
bait in the first
I
place.
hate to be like this. If Alex had done this, I would have found it just as interesting.
yeah, it was bait. I drew them both at the same
This
time.
is-
That's really unfortunate. 'Cause
This
I
is
couldn't have
such a
any
cool.
way to get
I
it.
can't
Later turn.
imagine
Yeah,
hating this
turn.
episode.
I
I'm
can't.
Because I'm playing
sorry.
this deck, so that's
The amount of weeks that are just domed by Alex playing the same dog shit Monarch deck or the burn deck that he pulls out every like 5th episode for some reason, and once in a lifetime we get to do something truly unfair.
impossible. Yeah.
That's just the kind of
Literally
coolest
no
I am.
Don't
though.
worry, I can even make the decision if you want to gentleman out of both Makira and Exchange of the Spirit. I wanted to, play the series as homage. We get to do these crazy things with scientists and stuff
we
I've
do.
never explored before.
we do.
This was just something that was way too like oppressive to like just deny. I think it was like way too cool to try out. So
Yeah. No, and this is like this deck was also like I remember this being a
Yeah,
force
it
of
looks like
OCD
they're
too, because
gentlemaning
It
out
was a
of
lot
it.
worse over there because I forget the reasoning behind it. But I think
Read
it
the
was, like, Argus
comments.
talking
Oh,
about
I'm
versus
so
the
excited
games,
to read the comments. I bet they are fuming.
or getting like emergency banned over there. And for early, I remember what it was. It's because they actually had Makira and Exchange of the Spirit so much earlier. We didn't get them until like a bit later relative to like when they came out in the OCG. That's what it was. So they had this whole combo, maybe minus some of like the later draw power cards, but it was available to them at a much earlier time in the timeline.
I don't know if you know this. Did they also have Temple of the Kings? We had that emergency banned. I think
Yeah,
that was
I remember.
emergency banned.
Temple
Yeah,
was
Temple
I'm not sure.
legal?
I gotta be honest, I'm not sure. But I remember that when like Temple of the Kings getting banned was like Makira, like it was people were thinking back to that and it's like, oh god, here we go again, which is why that card was banned before it was even released, which is not something you can say about many Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So interesting piece of history there.
Yeah, some of these cards
We
like,
did
they're
make
banned
a
for a
meme
reason.
thread for
We kept
this
them one in our
episode.
series to have fun with them, and I felt like it would be wrong if we didn't take the chance to.
Sure. What how was your Abyss Rising polls? Not that it mattered for this deck.
Didn't get anything. Actually, you know what? I got 2 Abyss Lind. But that doesn't matter because I didn't get anything else to pair with it.
Sure. Like I got Sphere too. I actually re-rolled surprisingly.
Oh, did you? Yeah, what
Because I wanted to try for Dweller or Cowboy
Surprising.
because we actually don't get them for 3 more years in terms of like prog time. Yeah. Because we don't do the tins where I think some of them get reprinted.
How do we
I
know
think
Gage
Cowboy's
and I
next
Wish I
reprint
Were
is, like,
Dead are
in
2
Battle
different
Pack
people?
3, and
Well,
Dweller's
we've
next
seen
reprint
how
is in the
Gage
Secret
builds
Forces.
decks,
So I figured having
and
if
we've
I had
seen
Dweller
the
or Cowboy,
decks
I
that I
think
Wish
Dweller
I
was
Was
playing
Dead
that,
builds.
huge
I think
win.
that's
So I figured,
proof
okay, I got
positive.
5,000 redo tickets. I'll go ahead and spend one. Didn't get anything, of course, typical. But yeah, it was fine.
That's all right.
What about your wheel, huh?
Oh, I knew you were waiting on it, bro. Today was a great day for all MIM fans around the world.
He's
I got
just shaking
the
his
Starlight
head.
section of the wheel, too.
Show my...
So I got to pick anything I want, and I said, you know what? One of the most powerful rank 3s at this time is wind-up Zen mains, and we don't have another shot at it in the rest of the progression series, so I'd rather pick it up now.
Great. Fantastic. When it rains, it pours, I guess.
how it works.
This is what happens when we allow for us to play crazier decks in Prog Season 2, but I can't complain. That's the name of the game. But I would say good game, but that would be condoning this, so I'm not going to say that.
Every week's a good game with you. So
I'll say that. I'll say
love
that for
it.
sure. Oh my god, people are going to be coming for your head after this episode.
You know what?
airs.
I can take it, bro. I can take
Oh,
it.
I'm
We'll take it
coming.
next week.
I'm
Oh, yeah,
coming
we'll see
for
about
his
that.
head,
So
all
now it's time
right.
to wrap it up for another video. I
Ba,
really
ba,
hope
ba,
you all enjoyed.
ba,
Shout out to
ba.
Sports, or shout out to Shadow 13 17
All right, what do we got? Fun fact, pre-errata Makura doesn't activate. It applies the effect. I'm just so happy that Simo used a redoer ticket. In all honesty, I would love a cheat compilation. Definitely seeing the difference this season with Gage getting help on deck lists and Simo just kind of going for it. It's been quite some time, but I'm convinced we are going to say MBT is going to shit. You guys, you do not want to see below this camera, all right? It is just picture a fountain just spraying that entire time. I'm up to my ankles in doo-doo caca. While these episodes come up rarely, they're hilarious. Love the musical selections. Oh boy, it's Monday. I can't wait to see if Simo and Gage have a great interactive match. I sure hope MBT has the time of his life watching this episode as if it were cinema. Let me say, Scorsese, you're done. This is cinema. You should add a slice to the wheel that lets you add a copy of a structure or a starter to that point. That's a cool idea. Gage having 2 tour guides and 1 Zen main sets him up well for Duelist Alliance. He can get a shot at Burning Abyss. Also, Abyss Rising is perfect for redoer tickets. Let's go! Simo used a ticket. I wish they had included the call to Coder. Would have loved to hear the reaction as to what Gage was playing. I love the upbeat Exchange of the Spirit theme song that the editor picked. I'm sorry. I thought the way you all were talking about it, it sounded like they hated this episode. People seem to be generally pretty happy that it happened. Simo showed up to Prague today with a deck killed by Power Creep and the ban list. Gage showed up with a deck banned under the Geneva Convention. All right, what are we working with? Let's go to the Prague memes section. Not explicitly a meme, but this episode made me dig up the deck list I Wish I Was Dead won a Junior Journey 2014 tournament with. Worth noting being the only deck at JJ to break exchange. AD Changer. Oh, no. Oh, that's funny. Sometimes people ask if building decks is worth my time. If you ask me, this image makes it all worth. Truth is, once I started using it, I got pretty hooked on it. It's addicting. Gage on the I Wish I Was Dead sauce after today's episode. This is the kind of shit you brew when you want to see people suffer. I'm trying a dumb thing where I make a relevant Prague meme out of only pictures I downloaded on my phone, and Android editing is not going well at all. Aside from the 9 Xyz monsters, Simo's deck is 7 cards away from being legal in Edison format. And the 7 cards aren't new cards. They're like Pot of Greed. The additional Thunder King, you know? I wish I was dead watching this episode. My FTK. It FTK'd people.
We got a Guido.
This is the best day of my life. Holy shit. Let's keep going. I can't believe this fucking post. I have to show you the behind the scenes on this image. Accidentally only copied 1 layer of a shitpost image. Talking heads. Oh my god. Simo, Gage. Why would Distant Coder do this? Wait, he's in the exact same pose. I found the solution to the dog lawnmower debate. Yeah, I don't think we're doing that. No. I was lucky enough to leave before having to play against it, but I ran the numbers. Me, when I Wish I Was Dead, asked me to test prog lists and he shows an FTK. In this series, both Nimnim and myself will be plumbing the depths of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Courthouse. With puns, a soul-stealing system, and plenty of other fun surprises, this is Progression Turnabout. Oh, fuck. We'll click this for sure. Warning, the following case is 100% canon. 9:34 a.m. Write and Co-Law Office. Oh my god, it's so loud. It's so fucking loud. I'm going to turn it very down. The Progression Series. Every week, billions of fans rush to their computers to watch Nim Nim and Simo duke it out. Even Maya raved about it. I dismissed it as just another fad until... Man, I missed the OST. Nick, I've got a new case. You have to take it. At least tell me a bit about it first. Too late. I already offered the client 5% off for our services, and he accepted. What? Don't worry. It's a real simple case. It's not even something dramatic like a murder. Just a civil case. It'll be great for business, too. Our client is world famous. Alex Simo. Who? Is it that surprising? Yeah, everybody knows about the Progression Series. Everyone. Yeah, I'll zoom in. He's as big as the Steel Samurai. Anyway, I've set up a lunch meeting later today at the local burger place. Don't you dare be late. All right. Look, he's here. Ah, you're Phoenix, right? Yes, I'm Phoenix, right? Right. Nice to meet you. I'm Alex Simo, and this is a nice restaurant. Yes, I suppose it is. So you need a lawyer for a false advertising case? That's right. My show, the Progression Series, is quite popular, so I'd appreciate some discretion with regard to this matter. You bet, Mr. Simo. Won't breathe a word to anyone. Promise. There's been increasing suspicion that the Progression Series is rigged. What? No way! A few people on the internet spread rumors about both Nim Nim and myself, and now I'm being sued for false advertising. The police have detectives asking all sorts of questions. They think I'm responsible. Preposterous! Unthinkable! Out of the question! Glad someone's on my side. Twitch chat is roasting me over the coals. If this keeps up, the show could be history. History of Yu-Gi-Oh! More like. I take the competitive integrity of the Progression Series very, very seriously. Not to worry, Mr. Simo. We'll get to the bottom of these suspicions. Thanks. The trial's tomorrow. If you need any information, go visit Gage. Oh no! The Simo picture is broken! Could you sign my Chaos Sorcerer? Oh, we have it! Sure thing, kid. What? I can't play this! And yet I will. Nothing really to examine, I think. You think someone would do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies? Well, it wouldn't be the first time. Okay. Looking for me, detective? That's right, the whole squad's been talking about it. Simo asked you to cover a case. Am I right or am I right, pal? Well, worry not, pal. The new guy in the force knows all about this stuff. Welcome to the police department. You're working on... It's Duck! On a big Progression Series case, right? I've got all the relevant files on my computer right here. I just need to click print. I wasn't sure about this newbie, but he's sure on top of things. What a swell guy. Oh, no! I misclicked. It's all gone. This is coming out of my pay. I could just feel it. Okay. Detective! Alright, let's go to the Gage cage. This doesn't look like Gage's usual place. Maybe someone up there is getting lazy. Can I help you? Let me see. This is what they look like. Okay. Whoa! The Gage Nim Nim Polejock in the flesh. Aw, yeah, you're a fan? Sweet. Nice to meet you. Please look around as much as you like. I love showing off where the magic happens. Oh, we can examine this one. Was that your Progression Series collection? Sure is. Got any ideas about what I should play this week? 2 Tengu, you're gonna win for sure! Okay, I think this is fine. Okay. Let's move to the police department. Here's everything relevant I could find. Okay. Whoa! Hello? That doesn't look right. Anything suspicious? Hard to say. We can't track people by username. It might be useful for you, though. Thanks a lot. Looking forward to Master Saga. Aw, thanks. All right, let's rest up. It's time for the case tomorrow. We're in a bit of a hurry today, so we aren't bothering with the prosecutor. Witness, please take the stand. That's the witness, but that's Simo's co-host, Nim Nim. Why would he accuse Simo of rigging the progression series? All right, here's my testimony. It feels like there's some funny business going on. Let's press him. What kind of funny business? I'm getting to it. Okay. I think the progression series has been rigged against me from the start. Rigged? That's a bold accusation. Yeah, I know. But still, I just have a feeling. That's not much to go on. My win rate is proof of that. And what's your win rate in the progression series? Maybe 35, 40%. That doesn't sound too low. Well, it is! After 100 episodes, shouldn't it even out to about 50-50? I suppose so. Something about his argument doesn't make sense. That doesn't make any sense. Surely the better player would win more games. Wow, bro. Calling me a bad player now. Trust me, I've been crazy unlucky. Let me explain. My polls are way more honest, bro. Honest? What do you mean by that? I mean, my polls are legitimate. Check the logs, bro. I don't see what a tree has to do with anything. On YGOProDeck.com. Simo and I use it to build our simulated collections for the progression series, and the reason my polls are more honest is Simo doesn't even do his polls live on stream. Do you really think your co-host would cheat so openly? I don't know, man, maybe. All I know is this cheating business isn't getting pinned on me. Not with my win rate. He's not giving us much to go on. Sounds like iconic Nim Nim complaining. If he's so insistent there's cheating going on, it's possible he's trying to deflect from the real cheating. Yeah, we really don't have a lot going on here. Let's present the data. There's a contradiction in this testimony. Trap stud. What? Imperial order, my body's a shield, mirror force. I don't know what any of that means, but the judge... No! Damn. Maybe we'll try this. Music continuing. Data on 4. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. My win rate is proof of that. Man, this is hard. Can you check the data? So we know that he's been pulling more. But how do we do this? It even has an Ace Attorney memento. Mr. Pauljack. I have the logs from the last month from Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Deck, and it looks like someone pulled from Extreme Victory 8 times before saving the collection. On the last episode of Progression Series, you cheated your pulls, didn't you? What? You're crazy, bro! You've got no proof that username is mine! In fact, I do. Here's the proof that Gage is the one who re-rolled his pulls. The other day, I took note of your username on YGO Pro Deck. And as it turns out, that username matches these suspicious pulls. Care to explain? Wow! Those were all Redoer tickets! Any real fan would know. You ran out of Redoer tickets months ago! What? I mean, wait, you can't... No! I've been defeated. Well, I guess that settles it. I declare the defendant, Alex Simo... I can't believe how good this was. Before you haul me off to prison, I've got one last request. Can I play one last match with a friend? You've made a lot of people very angry with your behavior, but I believe that can be arranged. There's a spare room you can use when we're finished with the paperwork. Well, that's another case solved. You were right, Maya. It was easy. I guess so. What's wrong? Now that Gage is going to prison, the progression series is on hiatus. We did the right thing today. Ah! What's that? No! He's gonna get killed! That was his iconic Amazoness call! We have no time to lose. No entry, pal. This is an active crime scene. Came as soon as I heard the call, but we were too late. Gage isn't looking good. According to the paramedics, he's catatonic. Won't move a muscle. Gage. Looks like Gage was in the middle of a duel with someone and then just fell. Oh, fuck. Okay. It's Farfa! I just got this invitation. It told me to come here and bring a deck. I guess it was from Gage because he included this cute little custom card of himself. I always keep my full power Burning Abyss deck in my locker just in case. Farfa, what are you doing here? I was just hired as the new bailiff. Let's check this note. Discuss a business opportunity. Let's check the Gage card. Okay, I can't actually see what's on the Gage card. Okay. Okay. Gage's opponent got off to an early lead. Gage used Change of Heart to tip the scales. He attacked Treeborn Frog with DD Warrior later, then attacked in attack position Dekuichi with Thunder King Ryo. He used Mystical Space Typhoon to destroy a trap hole. Gage's opponent has no cards in play, but maybe he can turn it around. Since when do bailiffs dress like that? Yu-Gi-Oh! Was originally a manga written by Kazuki Takahashi, but it spun off. The original manga was about Yugimoto, a high schooler living with a dark spirit. That's great, but after he solved the Millennium Puzzle, the spirit of an ancient pharaoh took over his body to punish evildoers with shadow games. And the Millennium Puzzle wasn't the only magic item. The rod could enslave people's minds, the ring could point to the wearer's desires, and the eye could read minds, trap a person's soul in a card. There are some others, but they don't matter. Along with the card, found them in my locker. It might have been MBT. I saw him run towards the lockers in a panic. In fact, I have security camera footage of that exact event. Why do I have it? This is a lot of time and effort for a meme shitpost. We have to save time. Okay. Phoenix, you have to help me. Who are you? Oh, right. I guess I should introduce myself. I'm Joseph Rothschild, a.k.a. MBT, and I need a defense attorney on the double. You saw Gage, right? They think I'm responsible. They're gonna yada lock me and throw away the magic key. Wait, that's the one from here. Say it. MBT. Please, from one defense attorney to another. You're a defense attorney too? Ah, I've talked about judge calls with Coder a lot. That's close, right? I was nowhere near the duel room. I haven't been near it all day, really. Holy shit. Okay, all right. Let's use the Magatama. My stand! Must be something that sounds incriminating. Are you sure you haven't been near the duel room today? What is this, a pop quiz? I already said I wasn't. I have some evidence to the contrary. Do I? What the... Here's the proof that you were in the duel room today. Oh, this. Video camera footage? I'm afraid I don't follow. You were spotted today running towards Farfa's locker, and he reported what you put inside, more specifically the invitation. Someone told you to go to the duel room today at 4, and after Gage screamed, you were in quite the hurry to get rid of that invitation. Alright, you're right, but I didn't go into the room, okay? He's still hiding something. If he went into the duel room, what did he see that he wants nothing to do with? I have no idea. I have no idea. Let's try this. Oh, yeah. You were the only one who put something in one of his lockers, so I have to come with you. Sure. If you want me to represent you, you're going to have to tell me the full story. I'll come clean. Just after the trial, I noticed that someone had slipped an invitation into my pocket. I didn't catch who wrote it, but I went to the duel room just before 4 regardless. The room was empty, so I waited in the attached side room. I figured that whoever invited me would meet me there. I brought my favorite deck like the invitation said, and I started practicing combo lines to pass the time. But I got too into it. I didn't notice any noise around me. I was too focused on perfecting my plays. Gage's scream shocked me back to the real world. The door was blocked and it took me a minute to open it. Gage was there on the floor with that card next to him. I didn't see anyone else around. I knew I would look like the prime suspect, so I ran. I pocketed the card without thinking, so I stuffed it into Farfa's locker with the invitation. Okay. Great! It's Francisca von Karma. As ready as we'll ever be. Very well. Prosecution, you may begin. As it happens, we have a decisive witness, Alex Simo! He saw the accused, Joseph Rothschild, fleeing the scene of the crime after it occurred. Mr. Simo, your testimony, if you please. Sure thing, Manai the Thorn. The witness will refrain from calling me by such a foolish name from a foolish game. Didn't have any business in the duel room. I was exiting the restroom when I heard Gage scream. And where was this restroom? Just around the corner. I heard Gage scream, and then a moment later, MBT ran out of the duel room in a hurry. Was there anyone else in the duel room? The door swung open, and I didn't see anyone else inside it besides Gage, of course. If there was no one else inside, then the cards in that room are his deck. How can you be so sure? Gage could have lent him a deck to use. A loner deck is a great way to lose quickly, Mr. Wright. No self-respecting duelist is ever caught without their favorite deck on them. He had to be Gage's opponent, so he had to have committed the crime. But my client had no way to carry out this crime. So talk to your client. Finding a contradiction is your job here, not mine. He was seen in the duel room after Gage screamed. Even he doesn't deny that. These aren't Joseph's cards. Let's save, though. Objection! Mr. Simo. Your position here seems to be that MBT was playing that deck, but that doesn't seem very likely to me. This hero ghost trick deck... The cards on the table don't match the contents of MBT's deck. They look like one of your famous Chaos Monarch lists! The only hero is Stratos, and the only ghost trick is Angel of Mischief. Urgh. That's quite the heads-up play, Phoenix. Fine, out of respect for my co-host, I didn't want to muddy this case with my involvement. I was Gage's opponent, but the rest of what I said is the truth. You expect the court to trust you right after lying. I expect the court to listen to the facts. We're here to catch a criminal, Phoenix, not win on judge calls. Now, if I may continue my testimony. I was the one dueling Gage in that duel room. Why did you hide that fact from the court? I have a no spoilers policy. It's good for business. No spoilers. Left between games to use the restroom. Why not just hold it? Do I really have to justify my bladder to the court? No, I suppose not. As I returned, I heard Gage scream and saw MBT run out of the room. Normally, if a witness lies on the stand, their testimony is thrown out. I'm well known around here, Phoenix. I'm unaffected by the little rules that guide your content. Like a towers, really. Did he say between games? There was a game in progress. That's good. That's true! Another first try. I'm just too good. Mr. Simo. No need for the formalities, Phoenix. My friends call me Simo. Simo. You might think your argument is unassailable, but you've just committed a grave misplay. I don't misplay, right? My combo lines are perfect. Oh, really? You say you left between games, but there's clearly a game in progress. If your game was finished, you'd have both shuffled your cards back into your own decks. Ah. Well, I must have misspoken. I had no reason to stay, you see. We weren't playing on a clock or anything. Gage was gracious enough to let me use the restroom, so we paused the game. That's all there is to it. Unless you have some kind of proof to the contrary. Indeed I do. Do I? I feel like I don't! You wouldn't have left till the game was over. Okay, let's check the duel. It doesn't say he vanished with DD Warrior Lady. So theoretically, this should be enough. That proves nothing. Perhaps it... Oh, fuck. Simo wouldn't have left the room. They weren't in the middle of any old game. I guess we can try the video camera. The reason is simple. You'd never leave the room in the middle of recording the progression series. There's only one thing capable of creating the conditions of this crime, the Millennium Eye. It's capable of stealing the soul of a duelist and sealing it in a card, and as you can see, Simo is wearing sunglasses to conceal his eyes. Fuck, we didn't get to see it. A foolish argument from a foolish defense. You have no proof of any of this. The defense would like to put forward a theory on the timeline of events. Just after the trial earlier today, Simo wrote the invitation intending to give it to MBT. With Gage going to prison, he needed a new host for the progression series, and he had my client in mind. He told MBT to be there at 4, but he wasn't expecting so much paperwork after the trial. As a result, MBT arrived before Gage and Simo did. Maybe you noticed he was there, maybe you didn't. In any case, he stole Gage's soul during your game. He let out an unexpected scream, so you fled the scene, leaving behind the card containing his soul. You earned your reputation for lucky draws because MBT happened to run out after you, incriminating card in hand. He ran off and you followed, ensuring he'd be the prime suspect. Quite the timeline you've got, Phoenix. Your Honor, the prosecution requests some time to... I'd like to see some proof. Proof that I was the one who wrote that invitation. Fuck. Seems your luck is rubbing off on me. I've got the perfect card right here. Do I? This is the proof that you wrote the invitation. I do!
Take that!
That card. That's right. You signed this card for a fan earlier today. The defense requests that the court's handwriting analysis compare this card with the invitation. Unless the witness would like to save us some time. Fine, I admit it. I wrote that note as you said. I still had no reason to kill Gage. I demand more testimony. Suit yourself. I'll dismantle your lies like a well-placed cross-out designator. You think I took Gage's soul and sealed in a card? That's ridiculous! Hold it! The Millennium Eye is well documented and you were dueling him. Doesn't it sound so ridiculous to me? I don't care what you think. I never would have done this because I've got no motive at all. When Gage gets out of prison, I need him alive to continue the progression series. Is that so? The business opportunity in the invitation sure sounds like a co-host position. You could have disposed of Gage and found a new co-host in one fell swoop. Are you insane? Gage is crazy popular. I can't just replace him regardless of any cheating. I lose out on the progression series all the time. I never needed revenge for that. Just how often do you win? About 60-65%. I pride myself on being a strong duelist, but I've always taken a loss with grace. Ask anyone. It's true. Simo's no sore loser. And besides, why would I steal Gage's soul over a game I was about to win? Oh, I got it. There is no need to badger the witness. The defendant could have easily used the eye, then slipped it into his pocket. Okay. I actually have it, yeah. Why would I steal I was about to win? Oh, really?
Objection!
What? Uh-oh. What the fuck? I guess we could use Gage's hand? It's the one with honest in it. Nope. Save and reload for image fix. Out of prison. Showed the card picture. It didn't work. This is a good question. Maybe we can present his hand?
Objection!
Nope. What the fuck? I really have no idea.
Objection!
Wow. I have no idea. Does the autopsy give us anything? Let's check it. There's nothing in it. No wounds or signs of struggle. Reload. Okay. Hold up.
Objection!
There we go. You're right. It was on the wrong one. It's time to establish something important. As you say, there is no reason to steal Gage's soul for beating you in a card game, but the Millennium Eye has another use, reading the mind of the opponent. Do you mean to accuse me of cheating on the same day as defending me from cheating allegations? No, I think it went deeper than that. You used the Millennium Eye to make sure Gage wasn't cheating. You told me something when we first met. I take the competitive integrity of the progression series very, very seriously. It makes perfect sense that you'd be monitoring Gage during the episode to be certain he played fair, but you saw something unexpected earlier today. Gage could have beaten you with the honest in hand, but didn't. What are you playing at? With the Millennium Eye, you saw into his heart. You saw the remorse he felt, remorse that led him to throw your last game. The idea that Nimnim would destroy the credibility of your series not once but twice was unthinkable. In a rage, you stole his soul from his body and let MBT take the fall. No, I won't accept it. He couldn't have after so many episodes. Remove your sunglasses, Simo. Let the court see the truth. If you want 5% off singles or sealed product. It's over. You win. You've turned this case into a real nightmare fiend. Judge, I'm ready to accept your solemn judgment. What a shocking turn of events! With a confession, I can now pronounce the defendant, Joseph Rothschild, not guilty. That was a crazy case, but I'm glad it's over. Sorry your favorite series is ending, Maya. Actually, it's not. Since Simo and Gage are both going to prison, they're planning to continue. They're calling it Jailhouse Prague. Has a nice ring to it, if you ask me. Uh-huh. Phoenix! I can't... Thank you enough for getting me off the hook there. Think nothing of it. Finding the truth and defending the innocent is what an attorney does. Seems the popularity for this strange game and these strange people isn't going away anytime soon. I guess I'll just have to get used to it. Let's go home, Nick. I've got to submit a banger for the memes thread this week. Oh shit, that's right. I have to react to the new episode, the one they filmed today, and I forgot to post the memes thread. Maybe I should learn about this game to take an interest in Maya's hobbies. Nah, at least not until they release a defense attorney archetype. That was so good. Holy fuck. That was incredible. That's like literally the best meme I've ever seen in the thread. Holy shit. Hey, Exchange of the Spirit. Welcome to the band club. The end. Oh my god. That was crazy. This is the easiest VIP of my life. Oh my god. Wow, that was so good. I guess we'll read the rest of them. My face when Gage did not play wind up. Oh, man, it just feels so bad going back to these. 3 this week, 2 low effort, 1 I'm happy with. Okay. Everywhere I go, I see his face. Icky1! Thank you for the 50 gifties! Holy shit-a-moly! That's incredible! You can't defeat me. I know, but he can. Mills. Low effort meme for a high effort win con. Why nobody plays Exodia the Forbidden One. Say what you will about this episode, it's the first time in an age of Gage I've made 4 memes. Appropriate Cup of Ace hour draw. Activating Exchange of the Spirit. Resolving Exchange of the Spirit. Madolce fans thinking about Simo playing Madolce. Playoff fans thinking about Simo playing Madolce. Simo playing a base deck. Prague. Gage dropping a hydrogen bomb on Simo. At least Simo didn't play Chaos. Post a classic.
Exchange of spirit. Exchange of what now? Now we must swap the cards in our decks with the cards in our graveyards, leaving me with all the cards I need, and you, Kaiba, with only 6. Fuck! Exchange.
What do you think the Amazon call sounds like? Probably something like...
CJ Alex, thank you for the 3. Simo knows how I felt during Zushin Turbo Tuesday. I wish I was dead coming on every Yu-Gi-Oh! YouTuber series, make it 1000% better. True. Will it lethal?
Look, Gore's the comeback maker in Prague.
I know, right? Okay, well,
nice.
Let's get down real quick.
Sure.
17.
17's good.
Okay. Main 2, I'm going to add 1. I'm going to add 2. I'm going to add 3rd. Go ahead.
Wow. All right, I'll draw. Well, this should do it.
Alrighty. I ask a very simple question to the chat. Will it kill?
It kills!
Alex actually playing something semi-interesting without Chaos. The most heinous FTK probably forcing him back into Chaos Zombie to pull out all the stops to win next episode. This is what Gen Alpha streaming will be like.
Watch a movie and now playing Skibbity Toilet VR with a bunch of...
Skibbity Toilet VR. God, so good. She exchange on my spirit till I activate only when there are 15 or more cards in your graveyard. Pay 1,000 life points. Both players swap the... Yep. Everyone's seeing the latest I Wish I Was Dead list. Exchange the deck builder. If you have played Chaos Monarch for the last 15 weeks, exchange yourself with I Wish I Was Dead. Summary of the episode. Oh my god, this is a banger. What's going on with Mikiura the Destructor? Don't worry, kitten. Okay. Yay! Penis and also dick and balls. All right. Thanks for the deck. No jank tank for me. Please just put Simo and Gavin in a room together with the card pool for 10 minutes. The Gundam lesbians in your Twitch chat are going to love this meme and nobody else. What? No, bro. I'm not playing Empty Jar. It's a completely different strat. If there's any Gundam lesbians in my stream chat, by the way, sorry. It's been a rough week. I know. Hi, chat. Stop. Gage bring up the worst deck imaginable just to lose to Simo's incredible pulls. The illusion of a good episode. Beast in 2010. Exchange the spirit deck out. Simo putting his faith in his gladiator piece. Me expecting the progression series to progress. Oh, it progressed all right. Not a meme, but I saw Gage pulled this. I have one of my own. This is masterpiece. Don't care. Curse of Bad Copper. Barely prog related, more so just a joke from today's stream. Sorry for poor quality. Will read to homeless people and progression series fans. I don't care what anyone says. I Wish I Was Dead was the best thing to happen to this series. We're playing Exchange the Spirit FTK. All your sweet. Catapult Turtle FTK. Hello, human resources? Oh, man. Oh, he's truly just become evil. It's so funny. This super rare is $27. Who could be responsible for this, TCG player? Gee, I fucking wonder. Phone call for I Wish I Was Dead. Gage, what you just played is one of the most boring decks I've ever seen. At no point in your combos were you even close to anything that could be considered fun. Everyone is now dumber for having watched it. I award you no bonus packs, and may God have mercy on your soul. All right, we gotta retweet the, of course, the fucking. That's so good. Good stuff this week. This was the most fun I've had watching Prog in months, if not the entire year. Oh my god. How could we possibly go back to Yu-Gi-Oh? That's a great question. I think we'll do the tier list and then we'll start Ace Attorney. Now I got the bug again, baby.